All right, qualifying and practice are over. It's time to get down to business. And up front's going to be AJ Godsey and Jared Heasley. Matt Bear and Jeff Hinkle have the second row. Jeffrey Parker, Harley Barletta have the third row. Mark Dantuma and Greg McDaniel on the fourth row. Eric Stoy and Mark Nelson rounding out the top 10. Jason Rome, Kevin Reed, 11th and 12th. 13th is Richie West. Mike Smith is 14th. Nicole, that's what she said. Creasel is 15th. Bill Percy is 16th. Vernon Springs, 17th. Garmin back in 18th. Gerald Thanospool in 19th. Jeremy Root, 20th. 21st is DJ Kenner. John Schmidt in 22nd. As all the drivers get lined up, situated out, and get ready to go green flag racing. Make sure you drop in the comments. Let us know who you are cheering for here tonight. Got a full field of drivers out here tonight. 22 cars on track. This promises to be one of the most exciting ones. Tire strategy, fuel strategy, just making the car work. It's all going to come into play here tonight. Looks like we're just waiting on about 3 drivers to grid. Yeah, I think everybody likes that paint scheme, Russell. All right, everybody rolling off. Mark Nelson, DJ Kenner, and John Schmidt do not grid. Mark Nelson does appear on pit road. Looks like he is going to start from the pits tonight. Early in the going, it might pay off. Looking at the track temperature again, it is down to 103. They're going to have a little bit more grip. This track, you need all the grip you can get. Something's happening mid-pack. Not sure what that was about, but AJ Godsey was weaving back and forth and ended up with part of the pack split up. Everybody getting pulled back into line as the pace car prepares to pull off. Pace car is in. 130 laps at Loudon, New Hampshire is underway. Green flag in the air. And AJ is off like a shot. Jared Heasley right there with him. AJ moves up to the high line. Multiple grooves through the turns, especially on fresh tires. Could see, but we do have the issue of turn 2 and turn 4. We could see a lot of problems there early on. Down into turn number 3. Look at the move. Is that Harley Barletta up there just cutting through the field already? It is indeed Harley Barletta in the orange and white 81. But look at Greg McDaniel shoots down to the bottom. I don't think these guys, I think some of them might have read 13 instead of 130 laps. Oh, the 57 loses it. That's Mark Dantuma. Looks like Richie West might have been caught. No caution. Let's see if we can find what happened to Mark Dantuma here. Watching Mark Dantuma in the 57. We mentioned it briefly. Getting off turn 2, the car has a tendency to be loose. Mark does an amazing job of trying to keep it out of trouble. Everybody avoids him. Richie West does an amazing save. Jeffrey Parker has shot out to the lead, trying to give AJ Godsey a run for his money early. Jeffrey Parker battling for the lead. These two have a 0.8 of a second lead over third place Matt Bear. Jeffrey Parker is loose off turn 2. He manages to hold on to it, but holy cow. Back through the field, Jeremy Root is already up. He started in 20th. He is already up to 10th place. DJ Kenner, John Schmidt did not take to the track. Mark Nelson, who started from pit road, back in 20th. Nicole Kriesel looks like she is having some sort of problem. Thanos hanging on at the back of the pack right now. Up front, AJ Godsey has managed to clear Parker. And now so is Matt Bear. Matt Bear up to second place. Jeffrey Parker. Oh, it's getting close between Parker and Heasley. Heasley manages to clear him. I think Jeremy Parker is really fighting the car right now. He is trying to advance his position, but the car just not wanting to do what he wants it to do. Harley Barletta, the points leader, right behind him. And while we have the field packed up, there is Jeremy Root in the 01 car. Let's see if we can hop into his in-car. Oh, caution is out. We've got two cars spun. Looked like it was Parker and Harley Barletta. Let's see what happened. Harley Barletta down low. Oh, it looked like Jeffrey Parker might have gotten loose again off the turn. Yeah, he was way out of shape. Harley had nowhere to go. Minimal damage to either car, but that slide, that spin, it is going to have some effect on the tires. And it looks like Nicole Kriesel comes out of 4 with nowhere to go. AJ Godsey up in the lead, though. Matt Bear up to second. Heasley in third. Hinkle in fourth. Greg McDaniel fifth. Jeremy Root up 12 spots. Biggest mover of the race so far. He is currently running in 8th. Waiting to see. We're only about 8 laps into this. Don't expect to see anybody on pit road. Harley Barletta came down for repairs. And he is already on his way off pit road. Nicole Kriesel stays out. Jeffrey Parker is still being scored in 5th. We'll see if his position holds. Kevin Reed in the Finelli Ironworks car is now up into 7th after starting in 12th. The guys who are at flat tracks are often the great divider between drivers. The guys who are good on flat tracks will come forward very, very quickly, and they'll hold their positions. The guys that struggle might come forward early, but they will start losing spots later in the run just due to tire wear. Lights are out on the pace car. It looks like we are ready to go green flag racing once more. AJ Godsey and Matt Bear on the front row. Jeff Hinkle, Jared Heasley on the second row, Greg McDaniel, Jeffrey Parker the third, Eric Stoy, Kevin Reed on the fourth row, Jason Rome, and Jeremy Root rounding out the top 10. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. AJ gets another launch, and look who is now up into second place. The man that all the drivers were talking about is the driver to watch, is the 23 of Jeff Hinkle. Little bit of chaos through 1 and 2, mid-pack. Looking to see if everybody keeps going the right way. You can tell a couple of guys taking it very easy off of turn 2. Rick Godsey, yeah, AJ does have a cool car, and look, there is the match to it, or the opposite to it, rather, the 4 car of Eric Stoy. I will be sure to relay that to her, Russell. I think all of us have been cheering for her. Can't wait to see when they get back to Daytona and Talladega, because that is where Nicole shines. The front pack has started to break away a little bit. A lot of battling back here mid-pack as Garmy trying to make his way forward. He is on the high side of Kevin Reed. Mike Smith has crashed. No caution yet. Oh, Mike gets really loose, and I believe, oh, that was Bill Percy gets loose and collects Mike Smith. Heartbreak for Mike after being out for quite some time, just trying to get his family moved. First race back, had to rebuild the rig, had to do everything, and now he's back out here and gets wrecked out early on. Hopefully he'll be able to get that car fixed and get running. Jeffrey Parker in 6th, and he is all over the back bumper of Heasley. Stoy in 7th. Jeremy Root, so far the biggest mover of the race, in 8th place after starting 20th. Looks like he got up to about 8th, though, and struggling to get by some of these drivers. Meanwhile, Eric Stoy is looking low on Parker. Down into turn number 3, and let's try this again. As they come out of turn 4, let's see if we can get dialed in to Jeremy Root's in-car camera. There we go, right across the start-finish line, down into turn 1. Root drops down onto the bottom. He gets past Parker. Can he get a 2-for-1? He's under Eric Stoy now, off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, still has the nose in as they head to turn 3. A very flat track here at New Hampshire. And look at the run Jeremy Root has. Holy cow. He's got the nose in on Jared Heasley now. That's 3 cars in, what, a lap and a half. New Hampshire, very low banking. It is progressive banking, what little there is. 2 to 7 degrees. So it's 2 degrees down by the yellow line, 7 degrees up by the wall. Matt Baer has taken the lead for the first time tonight, and I believe this is one of the first times he's led since Phoenix. And he's going to have the car of Mike Smith just ahead, looking to put him a lap down. Jeremy Root is now up to 4th. He has gotten past Hinkle and is now trying to get past Greg McDaniel. Eric Stoy now battling with Jeff Hinkle. I guarantee you Hinkle is not pushing that car, and when these guys run out of tire later in the run, he's going to be the one that marches forward. Meanwhile, Matt Baer taking the lead. Mike Smith dropping down low, giving Matt Baer the line. The interesting thing about this, with this progressive banking, we saw when we were in car with Jeremy Root, he did multiple different lines around the track. There are multiple different lines you can take. You can run high, middle, low. You can diamond the corner. You can use the apron to help rotate the car. There's several different lines you can make happen. As Jeremy Root's now going for 2nd place. Jeremy Root started at the back of the field in 20th and is now battling AJ Godsey for 2nd. And this is a battle we have seen play out multiple times this season. AJ versus Jeremy Root has been an ongoing thing. Jeffrey Parker looked like he was having some massive problems down the front straightaway. And look, here comes Garmy. David Garman is up. He started in 18th. He is up to 8th. Meanwhile, Matt Baer is trying to pull. Oh, AJ gets a little bit of the wall. Manages to hold. Oh, he gets some more of the wall. He's got some damage on the right front that could impact the handling. Off turn 2, he seemed to be okay, but here comes Greg McDaniel. We'll have to see if AJ can hold on to it until he gets to pit road. Matt Baer now has the lead, and Jeremy Root closing in 3/4 of a second behind at the line. AJ Godsey in third, Greg McDaniel in fourth. Everybody starting to settle into the rhythm. We'll be looking later in the run. Expect to see a few drivers trying to downshift, use third gear to get rotation through the middle of the turn and back up off. Oh, I believe that's Parker that bounced off the wall out of 4. Garmy happened to see it coming, manages to get down to the bottom and picks up the position. And now Mark Dantuma, who had problems early on, is on a mission back toward the front. Mark now back up to 9th. Jeremy Root, meanwhile, is running down the leader. In the last lap, he closed that gap by 1/4 of a second. The lead is now 1/2 a second for Matt Baer. AJ Godsey still holding on to third. He has changed his line to adjust for the damage he has, it looks like. Greg McDaniel down to the bottom for third. Down the back straightaway, Greg has a great run going. Another car I just saw make a power move out of turn 2, Kevin Reed in the Finelli Ironworks car. He started in 12th. He had dropped back a little bit. He is now on a mission, but look who got wrecked early on and is starting to charge back forward. Harley Barletta is on a run, the points leader, trying to get back up. You heard him say in the pre-race interview, that has been where his success has been, being able to save. Holy cow, Mark Dantuma looked like he might have gotten a little loose, made it work. You heard Harley say his success this season has really come down to when there's an issue, he minimizes the impact of it, keeps fighting, keeps moving forward. Russell, I have to agree, man. It's almost too much to keep up with for me. Jeremy Root has now caught up to the leader. And look at this battle. This is for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Third place, Greg McDaniel, right in front of this 5-6 car battle here. 27 laps into this thing, and they are still fighting for every position out there. Matt Baer has now got Jeremy Root down to the inside. This is where Jeremy Root has attacked all night long. The bottom line, out of turn 2. He's going to try and stick the nose down low into 3. Matt Baer using the high side to carry as much momentum as possible. Oh, they touch! Matt Baer, the master, saves the car. But Jeremy Root manages to get clear and takes the lead. Greg McDaniel holding on to third. What a move by Matt Baer. What a save. Let's see if we can get a different angle on that. That car was completely out of shape. He managed somehow to save that thing. It looks like Jeremy might have actually helped correct him just a hair. Great save, great driving by Matt Baer. This is going to be a wild one, folks. You don't want to go anywhere. Off turn 2, you've got Jeff Hinkle right in front of him, Eric Stoy and Mark Dantuma. They are battling for 4th place. Mark on the high side, caution. Waiting to see who the caution is involving here. Only the second caution of the race, which is kind of impressive when you consider the way these guys are racing. Let's take a look. Haven't seen exactly. Oh, Jeffrey Parker is loose. Let's back that up just a hair and see. Jeffrey Parker gets loose off of turn 2. Bounces off that outside wall. Richie West and Kevin Reed. What an amazing drive for both drivers to get around. Richie West has avoided wrecks so many times tonight. I don't know how he is doing it. Everybody's coming to pit road, and after they complete pit stops, we're going to try and get a word with Richie West, who is now up to 12th place. Yeah, Topher, have fun, buddy. Better you than me. All right, let's see if we can get Richie. Hey, Richie, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Hey, I have to ask, how many 4-leaf clovers, lucky rabbit's foot, and other assorted luck items did you put in the rig tonight?
You know it, man. I feel like I about crapped my pants about 3 times. So, hey, we're going to keep riding the good luck train, and hopefully it takes us all the way to the front.
Well, man, you have been pretty consistent. I mean, it seems like you've got the late run speed where some of these guys are really pushing and burning their stuff off. Do you think if you can stay with this the main pack, you can continue working up later in the run?
Yeah, for sure. I agree. We came in for tires there, but more on fuel. I think my tires were absolutely fine. I can't say the same for everybody else's. Like you said, I seem to be a little better on the long run. So.
All right, man. Well, hopefully that luck continues. If it does, I would keep that Plants vs. Zombies car going for a while because that thing seems to be covered in luck tonight.
10-4, bud. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. Richie West, probably the luckiest driver in the field tonight. Matt Bear maintains the lead regains the lead, I should say, off of pit road. Jeremy Root in second. Greg McDaniel in third. Eric Stoy in fourth. Matt, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, brother, I got a copy.
Hey, buddy. It looked like Jeremy, you guys get together there in the turn. You get sideways, but it looks like he helped you correct it.
Oh, no, I corrected that all on my own. He didn't do anything except run me over. Nothing unusual about that. So I just beat him on pit road because I'm better than him, and he knows it.
Well, it seems a rivalry brewing as you guys get ready for the restart. Are you going to be able to check out from the pack again? I mean, you were extremely fast once you got to the lead.
We'll see. Jeremy's quick, but he burns his tires up in 30 laps, so I might just let him walk away and then run him down here on the second half of the run. But plan to stay up in the top 3 at least.
All right, man. Good luck, man. You've got a fast car tonight.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Matt Bear, obviously a little bit frustrated, but given the times I've interviewed him mid-race, if he's frustrated, the other drivers better watch out. He's going to be hard to beat. Yes, Topher. This is definitely not only going to be an awesome race here tonight, but it's also going to be, it looks like, full of drama and other excitement. So we'll wait and see how the night plays out. And don't forget, immediately after this, we will have the Fast and Fun season finale from the ARCA series from Auto Club. That promises to be another epic race here tonight. Pace car is in. Matt Bear's down and away immediately. Jeremy Root on the high side gets caught napping. Eric Stoy and Greg McDaniel on the second row. There is Jeff Hinkle in the red and white 23 car. Looks like he is losing some ground. That is pure Jeff Hinkle move. He is saving tires early. Harley Barletta up on the high side after being involved in that early incident, having to go to pit road, restart tail into the field. He is working his way up. He is back up into 7th. He is leaning. Hinkle and Harley Barletta are leaning on each other. Down the front straightaway, they give each other a little room. 8 tires are better than 4 sometimes, and that looks like what was going on there. Off of turn 2, will we see any chaos? Yes! I believe that was Jeffrey Parker again. Yeah, it was Jeffrey Parker gets loose off turn 2. He has really been pretty fast early in the running, but off of turn 2, he has struggled all night long. Gerald Thanos Pool, haven't talked about him. New paint scheme here tonight, and it looks awesome. That Flaming Karma paint scheme is pretty cool. And he is trying to make his way up. Vernon Spring also in that mix with Mark Nelson. Mark intentionally starting from pit road, came out and has continued marching his way forward. Vernon Spring in 14th. Jason Rome in 3rd. Oh! Jason Rome and Vernon Spring get together off turn 4. Caution is out. Hard hit into the inside wall for both drivers. Let's take a different angle on that. Let's see what we can see here. And it looks like Vernon Spring just got a really bad push, got on the gas a little too early, pushed up into the outside, gets Jason, turns him around. Topher, you're exactly right. That is the perfect Matt Bear quote for pretty much anything. Uh-oh, bubble. All right, Jeremy Root in 2nd, Greg McDaniel 3rd, Eric Stoy 4th, and look at this. David Garman now up into 5th after starting 18th. Greg McDaniel, we've seen him be extremely fast on the high bank tracks, but man, he is putting on a show here tonight in the number 30. Obviously, that man has some flat track skill here. Nobody coming to pit road. Let's see if we can get a word with the driver of the 23 car, Jeff Hinkle. Hey, Jeff, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug. How you doing?
Hey, man, really good. Now, I have to ask, and I don't know how much of this you heard, but when I talked to every driver that I talked to in pre-race, said you were the driver to watch here tonight.
I think they're wrong about that. I'm struggling. So we'll see what happens. I hope they're right. We'll see how it goes here.
Wait a minute. Every time AJ says he's struggling, he ends up winning. Are you trying some of that reverse AJ psychology?
That's exactly what I'm trying, Doug. That's exactly it.
I saw you gave up. You let a couple of positions go by early. I know you're the king of tire saving. Was that a strategy move just to let some guys burn their stuff up early?
No, I'd rather be up in the front, but they just got past me. So just having a little trouble here, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. Well, good luck tonight. You've obviously got a great run going so far.
All right, thanks, Doug.
I don't know. I think Jeff Hinkle might be full of it because I've seen Jeff Hinkle race too many times. Jason Rome seems to have had another problem when he was coming to pit road. Look and see. He might have... Oh, looks like the car just snapped on him. I wonder if he had a wheel issue. See, they are stacking back up for the restart. So Matt Bear and Jeremy Root on the front row. Eric Stoy, Greg McDaniel on the second row. David Garman, Harley Barlett on the third row. Kevin Reed, Jeff Hinkle on the fourth row. Jared Heasley, Mark Dantuma rounding out the top 10. Richie West, Jeffrey Parker, Gerald Thanos Poole, Mark Nelson, Vernon Spring round out the top 15. Bill Percy, Mike Smith, and Jason Rome. The last three cars on the lead lap. AJ Godsey appears to be out of the race. I don't know what is going on there. I'll try and get an update. Pace car is in. They are down and away. Green flag in the air. 40 laps down, 90 to go from New Hampshire. Matt Barrett still has the lead, but Jeremy Root's gets a massive run up off the turn. Greg McDaniel, though, hanging with him. I think these two are going to be in the mix before long. David Garman down on the bottom, clearing Eric Stoy through 3 and 4. Matt Bear up on the high side. Oh, little loose. That's the first time we've seen Root get loose or have any massive problems tonight. He was wicked loose off of turn two, excuse me. Greg McDaniel in third, David Garman in fourth. Here comes Harley Barletta, the points leader, up to fifth place. Eric Stoy not going to give it up that easy. Mike Smith has crashed. Caution is out. Mike already has some damage from an earlier incident. Gets loose off of turn 4 into the inside wall. Looks like something else happened to Jeffrey Parker, possibly right after the caution. Off into turn 1, and Parker just locks up in the middle of... I have no idea what happened there. It looked like Jeffrey Parker just locked the brakes up. I think there might have been some netcode between Heasley and Parker for a moment. Let's try one more angle. Maybe we can figure out. Let's hop in the car. We'll be able to tell if the nose dives on it as he goes down into turn 1. And yeah, there was some netcode between the two of them, and whenever the bounce off Heasley happened, it just sent him to the outside wall. Heasley is on pit road for repairs. Mike Smith, Nicole Kriesel also caught in that. Thanos is going to pit road. I think he caught a piece of it as well. Matt Baer still up in the lead. Greg McDaniel in third has been able to hang with everybody all night long. Hey, Greg, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
Hey, you know, there's this funny battle going on right in front of you between Matt Baer and Jeremy Root. And while they continue to battle, it just seems like this 30 car sitting back there could take both of them at any time. It looks like you're just as fast, if not faster.
Well, this is actually the first time I've ever raced at this track, and I kind of like it. I don't know if I have anything for them, but they appear to be angry with each other right now. So I don't know. I'm being very cautious behind them at the moment.
Well, it did look like on that restart, those two started to pull away, and then you just seemed to, all night, you've been able to stay in their tire tracks, stay with them. I think you might have something for them late in the run today.
Yeah, if we can get a long run in, I did really well on that first run. I had a lot of tire left, so I'm not abusing the car too bad. So we'll see what happens there.
All right, man. Take it easy off turn 2, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Obviously, some drama unfolding on track as in the cars, but Greg McDaniel's not too terribly bothered by it. He got a fast car, and it's worth noting this is his first time here. Also, Harley Barletta's first time here. Could it come down to the 30 and the 81? We know anytime Harley gets in the car or gets on a track for the first time, generally speaking, he wins. Pace car is in. Matt Baer's down and away. Green flag back in the air. Root in second, Garmin in third, Greg McDaniel fourth, and Eric Stoy in fifth. Matt Baer takes the lead off into turn 1, looking mid-pack. Looking to see if there's any... Oh, Garmin gets loose off 2. Looks like a few guys just barely managing to hold on. Matt Baer is side by side with Jeremy Root again. Matt Baer giving him a much wider berth this time as Jeremy Root pulls ahead by half a car. Back even into turn 1 and 2 there, neck and neck. Doesn't look like they are giving each other much space at all. It's a drag race back down the back straightaway. No love lost between these two drivers. And, oh, Jeremy Root comes up. They touch briefly. Out of turn 4, Jeremy Root to the lead for the first time tonight. I don't know if Matt Baer is going to leave that one unanswered. Greg McDaniel in third, Garmin in fourth. Garmin gets a little bit of a push, almost got into Almost gets into McDaniel. And Hinkle back there lurking in 5th. Harley Barletta, the points leader, who went all the way to the back early on, has made his way back up to 6th. All right, Jeremy Root looks like he's got a little space between him and Matt Bear, at least for the moment. But now Greg McDaniel has Garmin. Oh, Garmin gets loose just as he starts to look low. Jeff Hinkle in 5th, Harley Barletta 6th. Here comes Eric Stoy in 7th. And look at this. The man with all the luck tonight, Richie West, up to 8th place now. Running down Eric Stoy. Mark Dantuma looking under Richie West, can't get there yet. And another battle as Harley Barletta looking low on Jeff Hinkle for 5th. Off turn 4, they continue, and Eric Stoy now back to 7th. Richie West in 8th, trying to close back in on him. Mark Dantuma has made his way up to 9th. Worth noting, Mark Nelson qualified for the race, then started on pit road, and has still managed to work his way just outside the top 10. He is in 11th. After the caution last time, Jared Heasley was caught in. He has repaired and got his car back up to 12th. Vernon Spring up to 13th. Mike Smith, I do believe he has used his fast repair. He has. He's got that car back in shape up to 14th. Gerald Poole started 19th up to 15th. Bill Percy in 16th. And Jason Rome driving a modified at this point in 17th. Nicole Kriesel is 18th. Jeffrey Parker, AJ Godsey, John Schmidt, and DJ Kenner out of the event. And here comes Garmin. He's going to try and make that move again on Greg McDaniel. Garmin down to the inside through 1 and 2. And Garmin gets it. Greg doesn't put up a fight with that one. Now here comes Harley Barletta on the bottom. He is looking to take 4th from Greg. You heard Greg McDaniel say he's going to play it a little bit safe. He's being a little bit cautious. Eric Stoy down to the inside on Jeff Hinkle. He's got the run. Mark Dantuma in the mix as well. And look, Richie West is caught back up into this group. Richie West now trying to get back by Mark. They have been battling for 8th place for several laps. And look, the Finelli Ironworks Chevrolet, driven by Kevin Reed, now up into 10th. As we approach the halfway point, Jeremy Root continues to lead. And we've got some activity. Caution! Garmin! David Garmin has crashed. Little out of shape coming through 3 and 4. Almost holds on to it, but smacks the inside wall. Hard hit. David Garmin's going to have to come down for repairs. Now, a lot of these drivers pitted on lap 30, a smattering pitted on lap 45, so we should see the vast majority of the lead lap cars on pit road this time. Jeremy Root continues to lead. Expect to see a lot of cars on pit road this time. Matt Bear already looking low, and it looks like Jeremy Root is... No! Matt Bear... Okay. Matt Bear really close. Really close there. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Let's get his in-car camera, because you're not going to believe how close he caught it here. Coming down, he sees Root is going to stay out and jumps up the track. Look at this. This is the camera on the bumper. And we've seen guys fake to pit road. That is nothing new. Cutting it that close is a bit new, especially with that concrete wall. The top two have stayed out, as has Kevin Reed, Jared Heasley. The top four stay out. Greg McDaniel is the first driver to pit and come off of pit road. Greg McDaniel in 5th. Eric Stoy is 6th. Harley Barletta is 7th. Richie West is 8th. Jeff Hinkle 9th. Mark Dantuma is 10th. Garmin has been to pit road, got his car taken care of. He is back to 13th. All right, everybody take a deep breath, because I think we're going to need it here in a minute. The top four cars are on old tires. Matt Bear, Jeremy Root, Kevin Reed, all pitted lap 30. Jared Heasley pitted lap 44. Everybody else has completed a pit stop in the last couple of laps. So those fresh tires are going to make a noticeable difference here. Lights should be going out on the pace car. You have to wonder, with the top two having the rivalry they're having here tonight, having the ongoing battle, the feud, if you will. Those two are also on older tires. There is going to be a substantial difference in speed between the guys back there on fresh tires. Factor that in, and there is no telling what is going to happen here in just a moment once they get up to speed. However, the guys on fresh tires will have to take it easy for about a lap. Get some heat in those right sides. We have seen repeatedly off of turn 2 and turn 4. What happens if you push too hard on cold tires? That might give Jeremy Root, Matt Bear Heasley, Jared Heasley, and Kevin Reed the opportunity they need to break away and sort themselves out before the fresh tires get to them. Pace car is in. Jeremy Root, good restart. Green flag in the air. Matt Bear in 2nd. Here comes Heasley in 3rd. Kevin Reed. Eric Stoy is the first car on fresh tires. Kevin Reed looking for 3rd place on Heasley. Eric Stoy on fresh tires right behind him. Jeremy Root has pulled away just a little bit. Oh, looked like a little bit of a close call. Heasley swung really wide off turn 4. But he makes it work and clears Kevin Reed. Now here comes Eric Stoy. Oh, Heasley's loose on the back straightaway. There's a big crash. Caution is out. Jared Heasley loose off turn 2. He's trying to hold that car down. He collects Mark Dantuma. Other cars collected. Looks like Gerald Thanos Poole might have caught a piece of it. Vernon Spring, Jason Room, a lot of guys go off pit road or go off track. Let's see happened with Vernon here. There you see Vernon goes way wide down to the road course through the grass. Nothing but net. He manages to do that completely unharmed. Let's take another look at Jared Easley. I think there was another car in the wreck there that we just didn't catch. Jared Easley comes back up on track. And actually, you know what? I know who we're looking for. I think Richie West's good luck might have just ran out. Nope, he just grazed a little bit of the wall. Yeah, Richie West just scraped the wall but managed to drive through the whole thing. Jared Easley had to tow to pit road. Several cars impacted. Jeremy Root has come to pit road. He is making a stop. Kevin Reed and Matt Bear stay out. Looks like Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel has gotten waved around. Back to the lead lap. Hi, Angie. How are you this evening? Matt Bear still has the lead. He's been out there since lap 30. Kevin Reed has been out since lap 30 as well. Neither of them coming to pit road. A bit of a surprise. Eric Stoy back in third. Greg McDaniel fourth. Harley Barletta in fifth. And Garmin has recovered to sixth place. Hey, Kevin, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Hey, what's up, Doug?
Hey, I have to ask, man, you and Matt Bear staying out. You've been out since lap 30. A lot of guys behind you on fresh tires. You get this caution, and yet neither Jeremy Root comes down, but both of y'all stay out.
We're just going to play block for a little while, I guess. No, I don't know. I just followed him.
I would be careful.
I bet we're gonna have another caution here soon, so...
I'd be careful following him if he acts like he's going to pit road, because he faked last time and got really close to the wall.
Yeah, I know I did.
Well, man.
I know. I was thinking I was going to get the cone, but the wall was there, so...
Yeah, I hear you. Well, good luck, man. It looks like you two are definitely two of the fastest out there, and strategies put you out front, so hopefully you guys can hang on to it.
I'm hoping. Thanks, Doug.
Yep. Kevin Reed and Matt Bear. Matt choosing the outside line for the restart. Gerald Thanos Poole a bit disappointed after that incident. Rough night for the Flaming Karma car. Expect him back, though. Thanos is never done with this field. Matt Bear and Kevin Reed are the only, I'm double checking this, are the only drivers on old tires. Everybody else has picked up tires in one of the two last cautions. Pace car is in. Matt Bear is down and away. Green flag is in the air. It looked like Kevin was trying to move up. Yes, he gets up to the high side and has the advantage going off into turn one. Greg McDaniel is starting to make his way back toward the front. Here come Eric Stoy and Harley Barletta. They got to be careful, especially Harley and Eric. So close on the back bumper, taking what little air is on these little bitty spoilers. With Harley taking that air off the spoiler, I am surprised that Eric was able to get off the corner as cleanly as he did there. Great driving by both drivers. Now points leader Harley Barletta down to the bottom. Harley Barletta up to fourth, trying to run down Greg McDaniel. Will anybody come out of the... Here comes Jeremy Root trying to make his way back toward the front. After the pit stop, he is already worked his way back up to ninth place. We followed him earlier. We rode along inside of him. He picked up 3 positions in a lap and a half. Can he continue that momentum here? Some of the freshest tires on track at the moment. Oh, Kevin got loose off turn 2. He's expecting another quick caution and an opportunity. Hopefully that caution isn't brought out by him. Now he's up on the high line, just making sure he can hold on to it. Eric Stoy gets past David Garman down to the bottom. Garman, another driver who's had an incident, but a great recovery so far. Greg McDaniel still holding on to the top 5, and reminder, this is the first time Greg McDaniel has been on this track. It's the first time Harley Barletta has been on this track. Harley Barletta clears Kevin Reed. He's up to 2nd. Down the front straightaway, Harley Barletta trying to run down Matt Baer. Jeremy Root now up to 6th place, looking under Eric Stoy. And Jeff Hinkle has decided to crank it up. There he goes to the bottom. He's starting to make his way forward. Jeff was outside the top 10 after pit stops. He's now up to 8th. Nicole, that's what she said. Creasel still in the mix, still has that car in one piece. And with the way attrition is going, she is just outside of the playoff positions. Her and Kevin Reed both just outside of that spot. But the way attrition has gone so far, they might still have a chance here tonight to get into the top 12. Garmin under Kevin Reed. This is for 3rd place. And Jeremy Root is now up to 5th, and he's going to try and take 4th here from Kevin Reed. Meanwhile, Matt Baer out front has got a hard-charging Harley Barletta coming forward. Garmin has cleared, and he is up to 3rd, and Jeremy Root looking for 4th already. Matt Baer needs a caution soon, as does Kevin Reed. Both on those older tires. Interesting. It sounded like Kevin Reed might have had a second there off of turn 2, where the right rear just spun a little bit. Here comes Hinkle right behind him. And it looks like there is a bit of a battle forming as Eric Stoy moves up to 7th, Greg McDaniel in 8th. Here comes Richie West and Mark Dantuma. Richie backs out of it. They were almost 3 wide through 1 and 2. Is Richie going to stick the nose in there? Richie drops down to the bottom. He's got on the back bumper of Mark Dantuma. Mark down to the bottom. He's going to clear Greg McDaniel. Here comes Richie. And in the mix, just outside of the top 10 for the first time tonight, here comes Bill Percy. Bill drops to the bottom. He's going to make a move on Richie. He's got the run into one. Oh, he missed his braking point. He collects Greg McDaniel up into the wall. Oh, he's loose off of turn 2. Bounces off the outside wall. He looks like he's going to hold it together, but what an impact he just had. Meanwhile, Harley Barletta has jumped to the lead. And Jeremy Root has gotten past both Matt Baer and David Garman. He is up to 2nd. But I promise you, Garmy won't let this stand. He's going to stay with him. And even on old tires, Matt Baer is going to give it everything he's got. Boy, that Matt Baer-Jeremy Root rivalry is definitely playing out. One advantage right now, Matt Baer might be on the older tires, but he has an extra set in case of any late race cautions. Matt Baer has been out there 50 cautions. Caution is out. Harley Barletta is in the wall. Matt Baer is going to get fresh tires now, as is Kevin Reed. Jeremy Root down underneath just pushes up mid-corner. Garmin Let's watch that again, but let's watch from Garmin's in-car. Look at this save. Look at this drive by Garmin. They get together. Garmin starts moving up, moves up, doesn't touch anything. What a save by David Garmin. I think what has happened, just a hunch, is that Richie West, as Garmin went by him earlier, Richie threw him a couple lucky rabbit's feet. Holy cow. Hey, Garmin, this is Doug. You got me?
Yep.
I have to ask, we watched that from a couple of different angles. How?
Patience and just, I don't know. I was kind of like in the zone a little bit. This past few laps, I've just been kind of in the zone, like zoned out. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore. And I watched the whole thing happen, and I just saw it coming. Those two were racing pretty close together, and and they got together, they got sideways, and I was like, well, the only option is high, so I'm just going to stick to it. And I didn't speed up, I didn't slow down, I just let off the gas and let the car go around. And then about the time I got around, what's his name, Harley, I about hit the wall, so I had to check up pretty good. But I don't know how I did it, but I did it, and I'm not going to complain about it.
Definitely not, man. That was such a close call. I don't think you have any concept of how close you really were to the back bumper on both of those cars at any given time, and how close you were to the wall. But man, that was one heck of an epic save, buddy.
Yeah, but no idea. All I know is I'm still here, so we're just going to keep it going.
Well, you had that early race incident, ended up on the inside wall, but that definitely made up for it there.
Yeah, well, I still got another, what do we got, 20, 40, 50 laps to figure this thing out, so we'll see.
All right, man. Good luck, bud.
See ya.
What a run by David Garmin. Wow. Just wow. I really need to watch this replay again. I think you guys do too. That was one heck of a drive out of Garmin. There they go. Garmin almost gets Root, almost gets Harley, almost gets the wall. Nothing but net. Great driving. We've seen Richie West's close calls, and I think that Garmin might have just topped it. This race definitely full of some close racing, some close cautions, and a lot of great driving by everybody so far here tonight. Wow. Now, of note, a lot of drivers came down pit road, got fresh tires. Jeremy Root, David Garmin, Jeff Hinkle, Mark Dantuma, Richie West, Harley Barletta all stay out. Bill Percy stays out. Jason Rome and Mike Smith stay out as they stack back up. But from 10th place on back is fresh tires, including the 11th place car of Matt Baer, who has been one of the fastest cars on track all night long. You know he wants to get back up there. He ran 50 laps on that set of tires and managed to lead most of those laps. You know he wants to get back up there. He said he's better than Jeremy Root, and he's going to prove it here tonight. We're about to find out. Looks like Jeremy Root does have a little damage on the back bumper. Pace car is in. They're down and away. Green flag is in the air. Garmin gets a great restart. Jeremy Root stalls just a little bit. And Hinkle and Mark Dantuma are there. Dantuma to the high side. Can't quite get the nose ahead coming off of turn 2. Further back in the field, Jason Rome is back in the mix. Jason Rome up to 9th and working his way forward. Points leader Harley Barletta. Oh! Jason gets the right rear corner paddle on Harley. Backs off. Lets Harley correct the car. Harley just goes flying by Mike Smith there. There's a wreck in 1 and 2. No caution yet. Eric Stoy involved. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, Jeff Hinkle just gets up underneath of him a little, or no, that's not. That is Mark Nelson. Mark Nelson gets up under, turns Eric around. Nicole, that's what she said. Creasel has to duck low. Jason Rome has an incident, I believe, off. Oh! Jeremy Root just went around hard into the outside wall. Caution. There is Jason Rome loose in the turn, barely clipping Kevin Reed. Now, here is the incident that brought out the caution just now. Jeremy Root down the. Oh, David Garman gets loose and just barely touches Root. Root goes to the outside wall. Mark Dantuma looked like he caught a piece of that as well. There's Mark right behind. David gets a little loose, collects Root. Yet Mark Dantuma just barely catches a piece of that, but a great save by Mark. He manages to get by. Let's see if we can get. Let's take a look at Mark Dantuma's car up close. See if we can see, does he have any significant damage? As he comes out of turn 4, I think that'll buff out. He's got a little bit of a bend on the right front fender, but nothing to really write home about. A lot of drivers back on pit road. Matt Bear apparently pulled a fake to pit road again. Let's see how close he got this time. Kevin Reed obviously not following this time. Nope, Matt Bear does not cut it as close this time. All right, let's see if we can make sure they're not about to restart, and we're going to try and dial up Mark Dantuma here. Hey, Mark, this is Doug. You got me?
I got a copy.
Hey, man, that was a close one there coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, I ducked a little bit, thinking that it was going to take my head off.
Well, it looks like the little bit of damage you have probably not going to affect the car, and you've had a pretty wild night so far.
Yeah, I kind of screwed myself with that spin off of 2 early on, and I feel like I've passed probably 50 cars, but I still have more to go.
Well, there's just one more to go right now. David Garman up front, but man, you have continued no matter what's happened to march forward. Are you going to have something here for Garman and for these other guys if they start coming?
I really don't know. It's kind of tire strategy right now, so there's some guys with fresher tires behind us, so hopefully they get held up a little bit, or we'll catch a caution a little later and see if it'll shake out that way.
All right, man. Well, you are having one heck of a race tonight. Good luck. Hopefully the luck continues to fall your way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, that was Mark Dantuma. It does look like has a little bit of damage on the right front, but nothing too terrible. Should not affect the handling. Everybody stacking back up for the restart. It'll be David Garman and Mark Dantuma on the front row. Jeff Hinkle and Richie West on the second row. Harley Barletta and Bill Percy for the first time in the top 10 on the third row. Mike Smith and Matt Bear on the... Mike Smith is back there. Matt Bear and Kevin Reed on the fourth row. Greg McDaniel and rounding out the top 10. Back up front, David Garman will lead them down. Pace car is in. Garmin is down and away. Green flag in the air. Mark Dantuma and the rest of the field get caught, and Richie West is on the move. He is going for second up on the high side. Can't quite get there yet, but Jeff Hinkle looking to the inside for third. And look who is already back up there after getting spun not that long ago. Harley Barletta back up to fifth. Matt Bear in sixth. Bill Percy in seventh. Great run out of Bill. Down the front stretch, Garmin still has the lead. 38 laps to go. Check in on Mike Smith, who is having some problems. He is going backwards after being out for a while. Jason Rome slips by. Mark Nelson slips by. Are they going to try 3 wide here out of 3 and 4? Oh, Jeremy Root just sends it straight up the middle. Root trying to get back to the front, fighting his way back. Garmin up front. Here comes Mark Dantuma on the bottom. Mark Dantuma in second. Richie West third. Jeff Hinkle fourth. Harley Barletta, the points leader, in fifth. And here comes Matt Bear in sixth. Matt Bear looked low under Harley, but found a Hinkle there. Hinkle now to the high side. Harley Barletta down low. Harley going for fifth on, or going for fourth, excuse me, on the bottom. Hinkle up top. Off the turn. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway. Which way is, oh, look at this. Matt Bear's going to drop bottom. He is 3 wide through 3 and 4. A lot of guys wouldn't even consider making that move. Matt Bear doesn't think anything of it. He sends it in there, and now underneath Harley Barletta for fifth. Matt Bear shoots ahead. Harley's going for a crossover off turn 2. Can't quite get there yet. Matt up, gets a run off turn 2, now looking for Hinkle. And just a couple of spots back, Jeremy Root. Now up to 7th place. Underneath Harley Barletta. Last time they were side by side, they both went around. Hopefully no problems this time. Jeremy Root to the bottom. Right ahead, Matt Bear looking under Jeff Hinkle. Root has the advantage off turn 2. He takes the position from Barletta. Matt Bear about to take the position from Jeff Hinkle. Hinkle's not done with him yet. Jeff Hinkle, not somebody you want to try and battle on a long run tire strategy kind of move. And Matt Bear clears him. Jeremy Root now back up in 6th. He's going to look low. David Garmin up front, but Mark Dantuma is staying with him. Richie West staying fairly close as well. Matt Bear in 4th. Jeremy Root in 5th. Mark Dantuma is looking for the lead now off of turn 2. He's got the bottom off turn 2, looking to the inside of Garmin. Garmin has the momentum on the high side. Mark looks back low into turn 3. While they're battling, Richie West is starting to pull up, and here comes Matt Bear and Jeremy Root again. Mark keeps trying to make something happen on the bottom. Worth noting, those are the only 2 Fords left running. Matt Mark Dantuma and David Garman. So at any moment in time, they could both just blow up. Richie West is now under attack, and look at how close Jeremy Root and Matt Bear are running to each other. Matt Bear clears Richie West. Jeremy Root down to the bottom. Jeremy Root is going to clear Richie West now. And now Root already looking to the low side. Not close enough to make something happen yet, but he is looking. Off turn 4, they are still nose to tail. Meanwhile, David Garman has opened up a small gap on Mark Dantuma. How long that will last is a whole nother story. Mark has moved up about half a lane. Down the back straightaway, here comes Matt Bear to the back bumper of Mark Dantuma. Jeremy Root to Matt Bear's back bumper. Oh, Jeremy Root, I think, might have touched him going through turn 4. Looked like he touched him just enough to loosen him up, but Matt Bear is not done with him yet. Down to the bottom. Oh! Jeremy Root gets loose. They get together again. Matt Bear hard into the inside wall. Jeremy Root manages to recover. Let's see if we can get another look at this one. It looks like both of them pushing hard. Jeremy Root got loose, came down, and clipped Matt Bear. Jeremy Root loses several positions. Matt Bear loses so much more. No caution as they cleared the racing surface. Mark Dantuma to the bottom. He is going for the lead. Garman all over the back bumper, though. Russell Worth, I couldn't agree more. Richie West now back there. Jeremy Root is starting to work his way back forward. Matt Bear way back in traffic in 15th. He has lost a ton of time and heavily damaged. Mark Dantuma, 25 laps to go, is taking the lead. David Garman looks like he is trying to hang, but Mark Dantuma is pulling away. They've got a huge gap, 3.6 seconds over Jeremy Root now. Richie West in 4th, and here comes the Finelli Ironworks Chevrolet of Kevin Reed. And Russell, I do believe I have made comments about your Ford as well, but if I haven't, I'll make sure to Wednesday night. Kevin Reed down to the inside looking for 4th. And look at this. He was in an earlier incident. He has been outside the top 10 for quite a while. Greg McDaniel is now back up trying to make his way back into the top 5. He's in 6th. Eric Stoy right in his tire tracks in 7th. Hinkle, as this run goes on, expect Jeff Hinkle to start making his way forward. Mark Nelson right behind him in 8th. Harley Barletta in 9th. Bill Percy still holding on to a top 10 running position. And don't forget, immediately following this race, we will hop over to the final Fast and Fun ARCA race of the season, coming to you from Auto Club in Fontana. "21 laps to go." Mark Dantuma, I do believe this would be his first win of the season. It might even be his first win in BRR competition. "20 laps to go for Mark Dantuma. He is starting to open up a gap on David Garman. Jeremy Root has gained a little bit of time, but only a quarter of a second. And if you like the stats and all that information, you can find all the BRR stats at brrpoints.com. Huge shout out to Jason Rome for putting that up together for everybody. Mark Dantuma has no wins this season, 1 top 5, 6 top 10s. Currently 10th in points. Tonight, I think he's going to jump up. Garmin right back to the back bumper, though. Garmin has multiple wins this season. Looking for one more. I don't think he's going to get around Mark Dantuma very easily tonight, though. Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel, dropping to the bottom, letting the leaders battle it out. Jeremy Root in third. He is still 3 seconds behind David Garman. Kevin Reed up to fourth now, trying to run him down. Eric Stoy up to fifth. Greg McDaniel in sixth. Richie West back to seventh. Mark Nelson. Haven't talked about Mark much tonight. Mark started from pit road. He started in 20th spot from pit road and has made his way all the way up to 8th place now. And that's despite being caught in a couple of different incidents. Huge shout out to that driver. He has done an amazing job here tonight. Jeff Hinkle in 9th. Harley Barletta, you heard him say in pre-race, his points lead is solely due to the fact that when he has a problem, he sticks it out, fights, and stays in the top 10. And it is definitely showing as he goes for 9th place on Jeff Hinkle. A little bit close, and he's actually missing his rear bumper. How many more spots can Barletta make up? Barletta will also be in the season finale of the ARCA series after this. "14 laps to go for Mark Dantuma. Garmin trying every single line he can find to make up some time. Garmin trying to diamond the corner through 1 and 2 does pick up a little bit of time here. They're coming up to lap. Matt Bear, 15 cars on the lead lap. Matt Bear is the last car on the lead lap after the incident with Jeremy Root. Garmin trying to make something happen. He picks up some momentum off of turn 2, but Mark Dantuma so much faster through 3 and 4. Jeremy Root still 2.6 seconds back. Will he have enough time to get up here and compete for the win? Eric Stoy, 4th. Kevin Reed in 5th. Greg McDaniel, 6th. Mark Nelson, 7th. Harley Barletta, 8th. Jeff Hinkle is 9th. And Richie West back in 10th. Mike Smith in his return to racing in 11th. Vernon Spring is 12th. Bill Percy has drifted back to 13th. Jason Rome in 14th. And Matt Bear in 15th. Matt Bear going a lap down for the first time tonight after being one of the dominant cars for a large portion of the race. Meanwhile, Mark Dantuma seems to be opening up a bit of a gap on Garmin again. Garmin looking to the high side through 3 and 4. Has he found something finally to help him? Oh, Garmin's going to pit road. Now the question is, does Dantuma have enough fuel and tires to make it to the end? Jeff Hinkle also on pit road. Jeremy Root now up to second, 2.15 seconds back. He last stopped on lap 87. We know he's got the fuel to go the distance. I think Mark Dantuma is coming down. He is. He's coming to pit road. He's going to give up the lead. The lead returns to Jeremy Root. Moves Eric Stoy into second. He has enough fuel. Greg McDaniel. Mark Nelson. Harley Barletta. Harley may not have enough fuel. But Jeremy Root now has the lead once again. Garmin is back up off pit road, currently scored in 14th with 9 laps to go. He will not be able to get all the way back around to the leader, but he can pick up a lot of track position and points. And here's another nice one. Jeremy Root is coming around and Matt Bear right in front of him. That could throw everything for a loop. How easy is Jeremy Root going to have it trying to get around Matt Bear here? Eric Stoy in second place, 4.4 seconds behind the leader. Jeremy Root dropping down to the bottom. Down the back straightaway trying to draft Matt Bear. It looks like he could pass him at any time. He's definitely got the car to... Matt Bear has heavy damage to the car, and it looks like they are playing a little rough here. Side by side down the front. Oh, they touch. Oh, Matt Bear comes down onto Jeremy Root. Then he drives up into the back bumper of him. Jeremy Root managing to hold on to it. He gets loose off of turn 2, but he's going to be able to pull away here. Matt Bear definitely not pleased. Harley Barletta and Bill Percy on pit road. That puts Eric Stoy in second. Matt Bear tried to dive into turn 3 and get him. I don't think this is over yet. 5 laps to go. I feel bad for the admins tomorrow morning. Jeremy Root turns Matt Bear in turn 1. Caution. We will have a green-white checkered finish, and oh my goodness. That has been brewing for a long time. Matt Bear had tried to get into Jeremy Root last time. Jeremy just comes, clips him on the outside, turns him into the outside wall. Matt Bear's car is still running. Let's see where it's at. There it is. I have a feeling that this is not over. No, this isn't over. Here comes Matt Bear full speed. And into Jeremy Root. Okay. Kind of figured that one was coming, and yep, there it is. All right, we will have a green-white checkered. A lot of drivers hitting pit road that needed to top off on fuel. Jeremy Root in the lead. Mark Nelson in second. Kevin Reed in third. All staying out. Eric Stoy, Greg McDaniel, Richie West, Mike Smith, and Mark Dantuma all on pit road again. Obviously, a few drivers very frustrated with the way things have played out tonight. Good evening, Bill Cook. Russell, you are not wrong. Fight Club. Bradley Berry, I'm guessing that the admins are going to be watching that one closely if they have not handled it already. But yeah, it's going to be tomorrow's going to be some. There's going to be some penalties. I can guarantee it. Mark Nelson, who started from pit road, is now up in second place. Hey, Mark, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
Hey, I have to ask, are you going to be starting from pit road more often in the future?
Well, I might have to. I had to go help my wife with something, and it just worked out that way. So it's probably best for me to be as far away from everyone starting this race anyway. But this is interesting. Apparently, I'm in first place now.
I just saw that. It does look like one of the drivers did just get disqualified. So congratulations, you're in first with a green-white checkered. Are you going to be able to hold these guys off?
I sure hope so, Doug. But man, this is very stressful. I'll do my best to keep it clean and bring it home.
All right, man. Good luck, buddy. Mark. Okay, so it does appear that Jeremy Root has been removed from competition, as has Matt Baer. So, yep, both drivers have been removed. So now Mark Nelson has the lead with Kevin Reed in the Finelli Ironworks car on the inside. The second row is David Garman and Vernon Spring, Greg McDaniel, Eric Stoy third, Mike Smith, Richie West fourth, Mark Dantuma and Jeff Hinkle rounding out the top 10. What a strange turn of events. This has to be, I've been with BRR since the league was formed, and I can tell you this is probably the most dramatic, eventful race we have ever had. I don't even know what to say. This is, yeah. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Mark Nelson is down and away. He gets a good jump on Kevin Reed. Garmin with him. Off into turn one. It looks like Bill Percy has locked up the brakes. There's a car sideways through the grass, but everybody keeps going. Green flag stays. Car's loose. I believe that is Mark. No, that was Mark Dantuma, a little bit loose off of turn two. Mark Nelson still holds the lead. Coming out of turn four. Mark Nelson about to take the white flag, but here comes Greg McDaniel down to the inside. Greg McDaniel on the bottom. Mark Nelson up top. Looks like Mark went too deep into turn one. Garmin now gets off turn two. Bill Percy spins at the back of the field. Into turn three, it is Greg McDaniel. David Garmin looking for something here. Eric Stoy now up to third. Down the front straightaway, it is Greg McDaniel pulling the win. Garmin finishes second. Eric Stoy in third. Holy cow, Mark Nelson comes home fourth. Richie West in fifth. Mark Dantuma sixth. Mike Smith seventh. Kevin Reed backwards crosses the line in eighth. Vernon Spring is ninth, and Jeff Hinkle in 10th. All right, let's get some interviews here first, and then we'll have to go watch an ARCA race that promises to be just as exciting. Hey, Eric, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I'm here, Doug.
Hey, man, congratulations on that third place finish. Looks like Mike Smith's giving you a little help getting across the line again.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pretty entertaining race to me, and it was difficult. You got to be patient and easy on the throttle.
Yeah, you definitely had. You had kind of you were hanging out from 5th through 10th most of the race, but due to circumstances there at the end, you managed to get a couple of cars and then a couple positions by default and come home 3rd.
Yeah, no, it was that was crazy. I feel bad for those guys, but I feel like they had it coming. But yeah, overall, it was a good race.
Well, congratulations, man. One of your best runs this season, and obviously you got to be happy with that podium finish.
Oh, I am. Thanks, Doug.
All right, let's see if we can get a hold of Garmy. Hey, Garmin, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
Hey, how much more did you need to get past Greg?
A lap, maybe? I don't know, man. He sent it on, turn 2 or turn 3? I don't know. I just know I was on the outside, and he came from somewhere, and then he was out in front of me, and I was like, oh, cool. I guess I'm going to have to figure this shit out now. Nah, it was a good race overall. Apologize to Jeremy. I got loose coming off of 2 and tapped his right rear, and that sent him up into the wall, so just apologize for that. That was, I'm not going to say it was my fault, but I just ran out of talent real quick when he was right there, so. Other than that, I thought it was a decent race with everybody, and able to make it from the back to the front a couple times, and still walked away with a 2nd place, so I can't complain.
Yeah, that was a great run, man. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, bud. I'll see you later.
All right, man. And let's see if I can find our winner. Greg, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, Doug. How are we doing?
I have to say, Garmin probably summed it up best. You were back there a ways on the restart. Suddenly you sent it into the turn and took the lead, and nobody could touch you.
Well, Richie, Eric, and myself were working together, and I think it was the 2nd big pit stop. We decided to only take fuel and save a set of tires. So I knew all of them had old tires, and I had fresh tires. That last pit stop we made, we got fresh tires, so I knew I could dive right under them. So it was just, I knew I had them. I just had to not mess it up.
Well, you definitely didn't. That was one heck of a send. You came out of nowhere and snaked the win away. That was an impressive drive at the end, man.
Yep. No, like I said, I just had to execute it. Richie and Eric and I worked together during the race, and we discussed it and decided to hold a set of tires. So it worked out for me. I think Eric did well too, and I think we were all right up there. So it's nice having some guys to bounce things off of and help you out, and know they aren't going to take you out at some point in time. So all in all, it was a really first win in this series for me, and I've been wanting to do it, so I'm really happy.
Well, we did say after you came up from the truck series, you'd be one to watch. 11 races in, you finally get your first win, man. Congratulations. Look forward to the rest of your season.
Thank you, Doug. I look forward to talking to you as much as possible. Take care, my friend.
All right, buddy. You too. All right, folks, stick around. We are making the quick flight over to California. You're not going to want to miss out. Fast and Fun ARCA is up next. Season finale from Fontana. Don't go anywhere.